Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Minnesota Mike back with you for another video. This is another one in my vlog series, which I do through the Memphis Songwriters Association in conjunction with the blogs that I write for them. If you were a reader, you can go and check out all of the songs that I talk about in this particular series. The blog is out now. The vlogs get released 2 videos at a time. But in this particular blog and vlog that we're doing, we're revisiting character development, and we're looking at it through 4 different lenses. Now, this time we're going to talk about where you are the main character in the song, but you're taking on another persona within the song. So last time when we did this, we looked at Deacon Blues by Steely Dan. And this time we are going to talk about Nebraska by Bruce Springsteen. Now, before I begin dissecting this song lyrically, I need to talk about a few things. Taking on the persona, another persona within the song, because there are a couple of different ways to do this. So when I was writing for this blog, thinking about writing for this blog, I thought about songs like A Boy Named Sue and Sylvia's Mother. Both of those were written by Shel Silverstein and recorded by Johnny Cash and Dr. Hook, respectively. There's also a song like That's the Only Way I Know, which is a song about working hard for a living, sung by a bunch of guys who probably live in Franklin. But I wanted to focus on songs that are actually written by the people who sing them. If you cut someone else's song, you're automatically exploring another point of view, and I wanted to go deeper than that. Second, this song is a little bit of a hybrid, as the boss is taking on another persona, but that of an existing person. Nebraska is the title track to Springsteen's 1982 album, and it tells the story of Charles Starkweather, who went on to murder a handful of people, went on a murdering spree with his girlfriend in 1958. Bruce sings in the song as if he were Mr. Starkweather, confessing to the crime. Me and her went for a ride, sir, and 10 innocent people died. I would be hard-pressed to come up with the most powerful line in the song, but among my favorites is when the man pulls that switch, sir, and snaps my poor head back. You make sure my pretty baby is sitting there, right there on my lap. This strikes me as a powerful line in 2 ways. It's saying I want to die with this woman because she's my everything, and it's saying that if I'm going down, she's going down too. I also find the last line very disturbing but powerful. It should be noted that I find all of these lines disturbing but powerful, not just powerful. The last line is, they wanted to know why I did what I did. Well, sir, I guess there's just a madness to this world. In other words, he's taking zero responsibility for his actions, saying that that's just kind of the way the world goes. The simplicity of the lyrics, as heard in all the songs on the record, are, according to many critics, reminiscent of author Flannery O'Connor, who Springsteen was reading at the time. Melodically, Nebraska is notorious for being recorded entirely by Springsteen himself on his 4-track. He plays guitar, harmonica, and mandolin on this song. D major is the key that it is in, and it uses a pattern of A major, D major, and G major throughout the song. Upon hearing the song for the first time, the cadence of the lyrics immediately sounded familiar to me. It's strongly reminiscent of This Land Is Your Land by Woody Guthrie, who was a big influence on Bruce. The songs on Nebraska, not just the title track, talk of rural life in desolate wastelands and utilize characters who have run out of options. Building the title track around a Woody Guthrie sound makes perfect sense. Structurally, Nebraska uses only verses, of which it has 3. The first verse details what happened in the form of a confession. Verse 2 talks about his lack of remorse, as well as the verdict and the death penalty put upon him. The 4th verse blames the madness to this world for what he did. The bareness of the arrangement, paired with the sequence of events, just makes it all the more haunting. So that is Nebraska by Bruce Springsteen. Again, not in its entirety. I'm talking about the song Nebraska, not the album, but it's definitely worth listening to. the whole album. I just focused on the title track because it came to my attention again just recently, about a year and a half ago, and it's just a beautifully haunting song. But I hope that you got something out of that that influences your songwriting in a positive way. Springsteen's an amazing songwriter, and it should be noted that this album, he went from The River, which was just a hugely bombastic album in a lot of ways, to stripping it down and knowing, hey, this is what's right for this particular album. And so I say that to say that if you hear some of Springsteen's louder, more rock anthems, and you're like, oh, I could never write anything like that, there are certain ways that you can still follow the way of Springsteen, and Nebraska is probably your way into that. And so just keep that in mind as you are listening and writing and all of that. But as always, I thank you for listening. I am Minnesota Mike, as always, on behalf of the Memphis Songwriters Association. And thank you again for tuning in.